So, MK and Naijah, thank you guys so much for coming on Just Talks with Justice.
No problem.
I really appreciate this. This interview is actually very special to me because we kind of grew up together.
Right.
And I'm really proud to know you guys and to be able to sit here with you guys. So could you both tell me a little bit about who you are individually and the things that you are doing? Starting with Marcus.
Okay, I'm MK Beats. I'm a producer, audio engineer, songwriter, and I make beats.
I didn't even acknowledge May. And we have Mason, their beautiful baby boy, on with us today. Oh.
So you make beats too, so you need some beats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little assault.
Right. Executive producer.
And Naijah, what do you do?
So my name is Naijah. I go by Naijah. I'm a makeup artist and a hairstylist, and that's about it.
Nice.
And a mommy.
Yes. Nice. Okay. So how do you both handle dual entrepreneurship and a baby? How do you guys deal with that? I know it must be, somewhat of a struggle because you guys are very busy and you got to still raise your son. So how is that, both being entrepreneurs?
I think if we both weren't, it would be harder.
Okay.
Because we kind of like make our own schedule. So, whenever she's doing stuff, I'm amazing. Whenever I'm doing stuff, she's amazing. So we can just do that on our own, regardless. We're without having to we got a set schedule. We got to be at work at this time.
Yeah. So basically, when he's recording or doing his music, I'm watching Amazing. When I'm doing my hair or my makeup, he's watching Amazing. So we kind of like balanced it out. At first, it was kind of like clashing because my stuff that I was doing was kind of on a rise. It was like so quick, but he was at a rise before I was, so it kind of clashed until we figured it out, and that's just how it works now. So it all kind of works out.
Yeah, that's great. It's crazy because I really could imagine that. Like, it's different from a parent who has to literally go to work, drive 50 minutes to work, and then don't get off, and then when you get home, it's time for dinner and bath. So
we've been there. We've been there because I was working. I was in that 9 to 5 field for the longest. I was in and out of jobs, wasn't happy, working long hours and weekends every day. Yeah. So when I got home, he was like, "Okay, I gotta work, but I'm tired." Yeah. Because I had to get up 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So it actually does work out better now that we're both entrepreneurs. So yeah, I'm kind of happy it's like this now.
Yeah. That's what's up. Look at me, so cute. All right, so what would you both say is the toughest thing that you guys have encountered while being your own bosses? Whether it's scheduling, whether it's interactions with your customers or your clients. What was the toughest thing that you guys encountered?
Figuring out the whole business perspective, I guess. It's like I feel like you have to be for this life. If you are not the go-get-it type of person, or you just want it to come to you, this is not for you. You have to get up every day and bust your ass. I don't know if I can cuss, but you got to get up every day and bust your ass. This shit don't come to you. You can't, for regular people, and I'm not bashing any 9 to 5 people. Everybody does what they want to do. Right. It's not for everybody, though. But for the 9 to 5 people, okay, I go to work this day, or I'm working this many times a week, I'm getting this paycheck in 2 weeks or at the end of the week. Yeah. Me, if I don't get anybody, 1 day, 2 days, I'm not getting any money. Right. So I have to get up. I have to push myself. I got to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to get up today. I got to make such and such amount of money to pay these bills or, get Mason what he needs to get. So, that's kind of what I had to learn because I was talking to him and I kind of was like, I don't know if I should do this. I can go get a job. It's just so easy for me to get a job. And he was like, you need to know.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, fuck that job shit. You do what you want to do. Right. And that's not what you want to do. He was like, it's not going to come to you. You have to go get it. So from there on, I just was like, all right, I gotta get it. And now my stuff is slowly but surely just going up. It's it's actually a blessing. I'm overwhelmed for real, but it is a blessing at the end of the day. Because I never would have imagined this. I just thought that he was going to be the one doing what he wanted to do in his field. I knew I had a talent, like doing hair and makeup, but I didn't really look at it like this is what I was going to be doing. Like everybody was going to know me for this. Like, but yeah,
I know that's
what it is right now.
I just seen a hashtag. Like all of your clients are calling you the DMV ponytail queen. Yeah, the DMV ponytail queen. That's amazing. Yes, I'm still trying to get my ponytail. So yes. But yes. All right. So, what do you think? What do you think the easiest about being about dating an entrepreneur? Like, is it easy dating an entrepreneur, or is it hard for both of you guys? Both of you guys can answer it.
I think another thing is too, like, if we weren't as like-minded, it would be hard.
Okay.
It just would, like that, like those type of things. Like, I feel like the person you with should understand your struggle, because if they don't, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna be on two different wavelengths. Like, I think it makes it easier for real. Like, I mean, and then I guess the hard part would just be like, just working around each other. Like, we both trying to get money. We both got a kid, though. So you kind of got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice, or you got to, you know. But, I mean, other than that, like, because we don't do the daycare thing, like, really like that.
Really. We don't do
like, but that's what I'm saying. We don't do it at all. So it's like, I'm just saying, for like, people, you know what I'm saying, they do the daycare thing, but we with him, you know what I'm saying? He with us all the time. So, like, we figure it out though, but yeah, I think if we weren't like this though, it would be harder. It would be way harder. Like, it just wouldn't.
You wouldn't really understand. Like, I wouldn't really understand where he's coming from. And to be honest, when I was in the working field, I didn't. Like, it was kind of like we were like arguing about it a lot more. Like, why you gotta be up such and such amount of time? Oh, today I'm off. Can we please go out? And then he's like, no, I gotta get it. We got bills to pay. Like, so I didn't understand it. So we kind of were clashing. But like I said, now that I'm in the entrepreneur field, I understand it a lot more. Like, when he's like, boo, okay, I got such and such amount of sessions. I'm not gonna be done till 12 tonight. I'm like, all right, cool. And then some days it's like I'm telling him, boo, I'm all day. I'm not gonna be done till like 9 because I start mass pretty early. You know, people aren't gonna come at 9 to get their hair done. So so it's like I'm telling him now, I'm all day. He's like, okay, I gotta watch my hair. I'm like, So
I'm just loving everything that you guys both represent and that you guys have going on. Amazing's gone. All right, so Marcus, this question is for you. So I know that you've worked with a lot of artists in the area and within the industry in general. Which artists would you say you've benefited most from?
I would say I benefited most from, I mean, it's like I feel like I benefited a lot from each one, actually. I mean, but
in different ways, maybe?
Yeah, in different ways. So I would say, like, Big Flock, I worked with him. That was like early on when I like started to get a little more serious about stuff. I was working with him, and after that, as far as like this area goes, everybody was, you know what I'm saying, starting to like respect my name and all that. So I would say him, definitely free Big Flock, you know what I'm saying, be home soon. But I would say him. Like, after that, I feel like a lot of people started to, like, you know what I'm saying, take note to what I was doing. But even like around that time, I had, like, when I was working with him, I had a record with Fabulous on his, it was on Summertime Shootout. Summertime Shootout 2, his on his mixtape. So a while back, was some years back now, though. But that record came out, and it was around the same time, so everything was just kind of like, you know, like just bubbling at the same time. And then, you know, after that, I just started working with more artists. Then I got, like, recently, like last year, I got the record with Wale. I did on this EP, Free Lunch, a song called Ungrateful and Thankful. That was pretty big too. That was really big because I was like, it was on a video game and all of that. So like, I got the video game placement and the major placement with Wale. So that was really big too. I mean,
that's what's up. And so for Denasia, so I know that you do makeup and you do hairstyling. You also sell hair. You do a lot. You do a lot.
I do a lot.
You got it,
get
girl.
it. I told you from the beginning you have to go get it.
Yes, you do a lot. And so I want to know kind of, where what are some of your future business goals within what you do? Like, where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
I just knew you was asking. We was talking about this earlier, and I was like, "Oh, I know the number one interview question is when you see yourself in 5 years."
And I really want to know because, like, I've watched you guys, like, transition into this, and it's beautiful. So I can only imagine, like, the things that you have planned for yourself and for your family in the next 5 years, and I just want you to share it.
To be honest, I'm going to be 100% honest.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, because I said it's been happening so fast, I haven't even had a chance to sit and, like, really think about where I want to go next or what I want to do next.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know for sure that none of it's stopping.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only up from here.
Yes.
But, I mean, yeah, like, I really don't, and I'm mad that I kind of don't know, but I don't know where I see myself in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, I feel like the thing about that too, like with like the entrepreneurial lifestyle, it's kind of more of you take every day at a time. I feel like you wake up, all right, this today, boom, 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 I'll do this today. Like I feel like you don't think as much about the future, not like you don't, you know what I'm saying, see yourself. You wanna have I want to have this. I want to have a house around this time. We're working towards this. Of course, you're thinking about like goals you have, but it's not like. He's like,
I want to talk. I got some stuff to say. Yeah, my mommy and my daddy. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
So, I mean, I think it's more like you. I don't know, because like that's like she was saying. Your life can change like.
Yeah.
In a month.
Yeah.
Like a couple of days.
I can
like
do one person tomorrow, my life completely
you know what I'm saying? I can get one hit. I get one hit record. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like it can just happen like this. Only take one song. Only take one situation for her, and then we could be out of here. So it's like
and that's the beauty of entrepreneurship because it's no cap. Like
no cap,
working in a job, you're like complacent. You know what I mean? It's only so much room.
You can't go no higher than they want you to.
Right. So. All right. So guys, I'm gonna ask you some one-word responses, and I want you to kind of try to answer them at the same time because it's gonna be kind of like who's most likely to. Okay. So we're gonna have some fun. All right.
Hurry.
All right. So who is most likely to fall asleep first?
Naijah.
Hold on. No, ask it one more time. Come on, I got this.
All right, who is most likely to fall asleep first?
Marcus.
Marcus. All right, who is most likely to get drunk first?
Naijah.
Naijah. I'll own that one.
I ain't been drunk since February.
That's hilarious. All right. Who is most likely to catch an attitude first?
Naijah.
All right. Who is most likely to clean up after family?
Naijah.
Okay, Naijah's getting all the points over here, Marcus. I don't know what's going on. All right. Who is most likely to initiate adult time after the baby sleep?
Marcus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Look. No. We gotta talk about this just a little bit. I get tired sometimes exhausted.
Y'all hilarious.
I feel like men are different. I don't want to. We're not gonna get to it.
Yeah.
It's about, but men are different.
All right, and one more. Who is most likely to start the argument?
Naijah. No. Hold on. I lied.
Because he got quiet. Yeah, he got quiet.
I lied. You know what?
This will just be funny sometimes. This will be like.
He likes to play games with me. I think he likes to see me mad. And then when I get to that level, he be like, "Why are you so mad? Calm down. It was never that serious." I'm like, "Marcus, you know what ticks me off? You know what pisses me off? Why are you doing it?" I was just playing. I'm like, "All right, okay, don't say nothing else."
That is hilarious.
So it's Marcus.
All right. So I had a lot of fun. The last thing is, if you had 30 seconds to tell the world anything, if this was like your last interview, and something that Mason can look back on, or whoever, your clients, whoever. If you had 30 seconds to tell the world anything, what would it be?
Don't give up. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever you put your mind to. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever you put your mind to. There's no limits. I know a lot of people say that, but there's really no limits.
Don't give up. You can do something. No, but for real though, like, don't ever let somebody tell you can't do something. Like, for real, like, the people who's closest to you is gonna tell you can't do something. Like, it could be
what
like,
you should,
what you should be doing, or like, bro, don't listen to none of them. Get your own money, or not even just money. Just do whatever it is you want to do to be happy. Like, don't try to like conform to what society thinks you're supposed to be doing, because like that stuff usually is not gonna be get you happiness. So yeah, just do you. For real.
Nice.
Get it up there. Hey, look, and always get it up there.
Yes,
Long
yes.
live
Special shout out. Yes. All right, well, thank you so much, guys, for coming and talking to me. Amazing. Say bye-bye. Bye. Say, get it up there.